I understand that this decline may scare some people, but frankly, it is not surprising at all. We see the SPY, QQQ, and several other stocks obeying with absurd precision every single one of the inflection points we mentioned in yesterday's video. Once again, we got several support levels right, and in today's video, we'll see what we can do from now on. Will we fall further? Or is it time for a recovery? Tell me your ideas, let me know in the comments. This is the Finance Hydra channel where we study the market every single day. We are here every single day to keep you guys updated on the best and most important inflection points in the market. What are the trigger points for a reversal? Where could we see a possible bottom signal? What are the main resistance levels? I always answer these questions on every single one of our videos on a daily basis. My name is Nathan. Welcome to another daily video. What we see right here right now, it is absolutely normal. As I told you guys yesterday, guys, if we lose the $670, we're gonna lose a double support level on the 1 hour chart. Okay, we're gonna lose the 21-hour EMA, the exponential moving average, along with the previous support level. I'm so sorry, the previous top level, which is now working as a support level. By losing this double support level, we are going to reverse the short-term trend, triggering a pullback on the daily chart. Pullback to where? The 21-day EMA. Okay, it sounds annoying, but I told you guys exactly this yesterday. Now we see SPY trying to bounce off this 21-day EMA after retesting it. So, okay, that's quite technical. It is a very specific movement. We lost a short-term support level to retest a medium-term support level. This happens all the time. Now we are bouncing off this support level. So is it a bottom signal, or are we going to fall to lower levels? First, on the 1 hour chart, we still see SPY bearish. Why? Because we are still below this 21-hour EMA, and right now we are also below the $668, which is another inflection point. It was a support level here, resistance here, support here, now resistance level today. So we are just below a double resistance level on the 1 hour chart. As far as I know, this recovery could be another dead cat bounce. Okay, it could be. However, we do not see any technical confirmation of a top signal below this resistance level yet. There is no confirmation yet, okay? If we see SPY tomorrow breaking and closing above this double support level on the daily chart, okay, then maybe we're gonna frustrate the idea of a bearish scenario, of a sharper correction, and we may actually find a bottom signal on the daily chart. So the answer will appear tomorrow. If tomorrow we see a bullish candle closing above our resistance levels, preferably closing above the 670s again, we may see another bottom signal above the 21-day EMA support level. Okay, now if you ask me, it is too soon to tell. It is too soon to tell. But, Nathan, you have to trade SPY. Okay, you must do something on the SPY ETF. What are you gonna do? In the lack of confirmation, okay, there is nothing confirmed yet. There is no top signal, but there is no bottom signal over here as well. There is absolutely nothing. There's nothing confirming a thesis, bullish or bearish. But if I had to do something, I would buy. Why? Because we are still trying to maintain the long-term uptrend. We are above the 21-day EMA. Today, we did drop just to retest this 21-day EMA. So this key point is critical for the SPY. So if I had to, I would buy, set a stop loss below today's low, and a target near the all-time high. It is not the best trading idea, okay, because the risk reward ratio is not that good, it is not that clear, we do not see any confirmation, but I would like to follow the main trend. Okay, so although today's reaction is quite scary, quite spooky, losing support levels, making a top signal on the daily chart over here, we are still above the 21-day EMA, the exponential moving average on the daily chart. Okay, what's more, on the weekly chart, we failed to make a real top signal. This candle over here is a bearish engulfing. Just like this candle over here, we saw another top signal over here, top signal here, top signal here, top signal here. So over the past few months, on the weekly chart, we have seen many bear traps, many false top signals. None of them were triggered. So if you ask me, yes, I would go with the trend, the main trend on the weekly and daily charts, all right? But I do understand that on the 1 hour chart, we are reversing, okay? We are still bearish. We have yet to break this resistance level. So if you are bearish, if you want to see SPY correcting to lower levels, you really want to see the SPY losing this 21-day EMA, closing below it in the next few days. Because if we do, we are going to totally reject any possibility of a bottom signal above this support level. And if we do lose this 21-day EMA, our next support level is $654, 654, which is the main inflection point on the daily chart. It is still the trigger point of a possible head and shoulders chart pattern. Okay, so we gotta be careful. All right, it is not the best scenario ever to trade. It is not the best scenario to trade SPY right now, but at least we are trying to maintain the price above the 21-day EMA. We'll see tomorrow. By losing this 21-day EMA, we'll know. Okay, we'll know. Now, guys, now 654. Okay, that's gonna be our next support level. For now, let's patiently wait for a clear signal. All right, now we have QQQ. QQQ shares another bearish chart structure, but it is a different one. In this case, we see a kind of possible double top chart pattern. All right, the trigger point is near the 588. If we lose 588 in the next few days, in the next few weeks, all right, we're going to officially reverse the trend, like SPY is going to trigger this head and shoulders. In this case, we're going to see a possible pullback on the weekly chart, back to our 21 weekly moving average on the SPY and QQQ, or maybe even lower levels. Okay, by triggering this double top, we may see a very catastrophic reaction on the QQQ. Many tech stocks are going to correct to even lower levels. Okay, but for now, we are not only above the trigger point of this double top, but we are also above the 21-day EMA. As I told you guys yesterday, guys, by losing the 609, we're gonna make a pullback to the 21-day EMA. That's gonna be our next support level. That's precisely what's going on today. Okay, with an astonishing precision, by the way. So we see QQQ dropping to quickly reach our 21-day EMA. Now we are trying to recover on the 1 hour chart. However, once again, just like the SPY, and by the way, we see a double top on the 1 hour chart as well. Okay, and QQQ triggered this double top by losing the 609 and the 21-hour EMA. Now, these key points are gonna be our next resistance levels. As far as I know, any bounce on the QQQ to this resistance level or even to the 609 could be another dead cat bounce before another collapse. But Nathan, today on this chart over here, we see QQQ going up nicely. Yes, we are going up right now, bouncing off the 21-day EMA. Okay, is there any top signal on the QQQ? No, there is no top signal right now. We are bearish, okay, yes, we are, but there is no clear top signal yet. If we see a bearish reaction near this 21-day EMA or near the 609, okay, we may see another continuation of this bear trend on the 1-hour chart, suggesting that we may see QQQ retesting lower support levels like the 588. Okay, let me erase this blue line over here because it is not making sense right now. So I would work with the 588 next if we lose the 21-day EMA. Right now, we are still above this 21-day EMA. So guys, to summarize, what's going on with the main indices, with our benchmarks over here, we see a quite dangerous reaction. It is not the best scenario ever to trade SPY QQQ, to buy SPY QQQ, but at least they are trying to maintain their prices above our first support levels, which are the 21-day EMAs. Okay, we are still above these key points. So, okay, we are stabilizing. All right, we are just stabilizing. Is it a good time to panic? No, of course not. It is never a good time to panic because we always work with strategy. Okay, for now, if you ask me, in my personal opinion, I am neutral on the SPY QQQ. I see nothing interesting right now going on. I see many other stocks performing very well, making promising reactions, but SPY QQQ, they are still, it is still too early to make any assumption, right? To see any clear reaction right now. Okay, for now it is too soon. I would wait for a clear reaction and how. And I would wait to see how they are going to react above their 21-day EMAs, okay? Now, how this is going to affect our stocks? Because we see Nvidia going down, okay? It is losing this purple trend line, as I told you guys yesterday, guys. By losing this purple trend line, we are technically trying to reverse the trend on the daily chart, making a lower high, lower low on the daily chart below the 21-day EMA, losing a very important support level. In this case, yes, we can work with the next support level, which is the 165. But Nathan, what if we see the indices? What if we see the SPY QQQ making a miraculous reaction tomorrow, confirming a bottom signal here above the 21-day EMA on the SPY and QQQ? What if we see that going on? In this particular case, Nvidia could reject the bearish possibility, okay? It could reject, but in the absence of a clear signal frustrating the bearish case, I can't possibly work with a bullish scenario for now. Okay, I prefer to wait for technical confirmation to frustrate my original idea. If you ask me now, I'm totally neutral on Nvidia, medium-term wise, okay? Long-term wise, I'm still bullish. I bought Nvidia in October 2020, okay? So yes, I will maintain my bullishness on Nvidia long-term wise, but medium-term wise, I prefer to wait for a clear reaction, a clear bullish signal, closing above the 21-day EMA, preferably closing above the 184 as well, and then and only then, this chart is going to convince me that we may turn bullish again, possibly to reach the $200 again. But for now, there is not a single bullish reaction. For now, there is absolutely nothing suggesting that Nvidia could recover. Okay, I know, we are trying to stabilize over here today, right? Today's candle is a kind of spinning bottom. On the 1-hour chart, we still see a kind of congestion, right? But still, I prefer to see technical evidence confirming a bullish case first, before saying that Nvidia is going to make a bottom signal, okay? That's not how we work. In this channel, we always wait for confirmation. As Livermore said nearly 1 century ago, the main difference between traders and gamblers is that traders wait for confirmation. Gamblers trade without confirmation. They do things based on what they believe is going to happen, on their gut feelings, right? We never do that. We only use the technical evidence as our guide, and we use technical analysis to manage risk properly. which is the most important aspect of trading, okay? If you don't know how to manage risk, if you don't know how to maximize profits and mitigate losses, you are lost in the market, okay? You are totally lost. You are not going to survive in the long term, okay? There is no other way. You got to understand how risk works, how to use technical analysis in conjunction with risk management so you can prevail in the long term. Trust me, there is no other way, okay? Now, 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 yes, we gotta wait for a clear breakout, okay? For now, I'm still waiting on the sidelines over here. And yes, guys, if you ask me, Nvidia is on my personal radar, okay? I have Nvidia on my radar. I would love to see a clear reaction over here in this area, but right now, we can't possibly trade it, okay? It is not looking good. It is too uncertain in this case. I prefer to wait for confirmation. An easy trade, an obvious trade. These are the best traders we can possibly take, okay? We can possibly take, okay? The most obvious ones, all right? Leave the hard trades, the hard situations for the amateurs who are thriving for emotions in the market, all right? Who are seeking for adrenaline in the market. We don't do that. We are boring. We are quite boring. We are quite calm, and we see the market as a very nice environment for us to look out for clear opportunities, okay? And we see every single day, we see a different opportunity in the market, and we can always catch them, all right? And which reminds me, you can trade with me. Join the 5% project. On our Telegram channel, I give you guys clear signals, entry point, stop loss, target on every single one of our trades. I teach you guys how to manage risk properly, okay, using technical analysis to your advantage. We use charts to manage risk, maximize profits, and mitigate losses. We always control our emotions by designing good, intelligent strategies that we can all use, okay? So follow me over there. Join our Telegram channel. Daily signals, weekly live streams, so you can talk to me. We have a very nice community of literally hundreds of traders who are learning to make money every single day in the market. You can join us. Link is in this video description. Totally free to try. No strings attached, okay? Free trial, 7 days. You have nothing to lose. See for yourself how we work. Now, we have Tesla reporting earnings today. Now, the volatility is not that crazy right now, at least, all right? We are still stabilizing above the 21-day EMA. Now, what are our main support levels? Is this area, okay? 21-day EMA, $423. These key points are critical for Tesla. If we see Tesla losing them tomorrow or in the next few days, this gap is going to be our next technical target. Nathan, is Tesla bullish or bearish? It is bullish. Therefore, any clear bottom signal above this support level or this support level could be another possible buying opportunity to us. Okay, I would love to buy Tesla near one of our support levels. Why? Because the risk-reward relationship is good near support levels. It is always good. It is always better near support levels. Okay, so that's how we do. That's how we do every single day, all right? For now, there is no clear reaction, okay? We see Tesla going down today a little bit. You may say, but Nathan, today's candle is a hammer candle pattern. Yes, but we are reporting earnings right now, so it is not a good idea to trade Tesla right now, depending on your strategy, okay? According to my style, I avoid stocks reporting earnings, okay? But if we see the confirmation of any bottom signal near of one of our support levels tomorrow or in the next few days, amazing, another buy. But Nathan, if you wait for a bottom signal, you may lose the opportunity. What if tomorrow we see Tesla exploding, right? Fantastic, not my problem. I see many other stocks performing even better than Tesla right now, so okay, fine by me. We always, the beauty of the US stock market is that we always have opportunities. Every single day we have hundreds, thousands of stocks that we can trade. Okay, you guys know that I'm Brazilian. Okay, I'm from Brazil. Here in Brazil, our stock market is so small. We have just a few hundreds of stocks. Okay, and most of them are not that liquid. So I see this. What I see right here is amazing. Okay, in my humble opinion, is simply amazing. Okay, we always see a different opportunity we can catch together every single day, or nearly every single day. All right, so the US stock market is amazing to me. And it is quite a bummer when I see some people so obsessed by one single stock. Only Tesla, only Nvidia, only AMD, right? Or dear AMD. Guys, that's such a waste, okay? It is, seriously, from my point of view, that's such a waste. Now, our dear Amy is losing the support level of our ascending triangle. I told you guys, usually, more often than not, it is a bullish continuation. In this case, it is trying to do a reversal, okay? Now, our next resistance level is the 21-day EMA. All right. What's more, today, apparently, we are bouncing off the $227. That's quite fine because we did identify this support level from this top level from March 2024. So we are just retesting this key point again as a support level today. Okay, that's absolutely not surprising. Now, there is no clear top signal on the 1 hour chart yet, but we are bearish, okay? Yes, we are bearish, okay? That's on the 1 hour chart, we see lower highs, lower lows below the 21 hour EMA after losing this purple trend line. So there is no excuse, all right? We are bearish. Now, what could possibly frustrate the bearish case? If we see tomorrow a miraculous reaction on the daily chart, closing above the 240s, then okay, we are going to completely destroy any bearish possibility. But in the lack of a clear bottom signal, guys, we're gonna maintain the bearish bias short-term wise, indicating a possible sharper correction on the daily chart, possibly to the 21-day EMA, which is going to be our next technical support level. Period. All right, it's very simple on AMD. Now we have Palantir. Guess what Palantir is doing? Respecting our support level once again, $174. We have been talking about this support level since one month ago, last month. All right, since here we found a support level here, then we triggered a bullish pivot point. Since then, we are respecting this key point with an astonishing precision as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times right now. So this key point is critical for Palantir. Seeing Palantir closing above the 174 is okay. It's totally fine. Now, if tomorrow we close below this red line over here, then we know Palantir is making a downwards breakout or a breakdown of this support level of this congestion. By making such breakdown, our next technical target will be $163. That's going to be our next stop on Palantir if we see the confirmation of the loss of this support level, if we see the price closing below it tomorrow or by Friday. Okay, so we gotta be very careful. We are very close to this support level. Now in the post-market, we are back to the 174 area. Let's see. Okay, but Nathan, what if, instead of a breakdown, what if we see a bullish candle tomorrow above the 174? In this case, my friend, we may see another bottom signal. Okay? Not on a device, of course, but yes, it is gonna be a bottom signal, especially if we see SPY, QQQ reacting above their own support levels, their 21-day EMAs. This is gonna only reinforce the bullish case on Palantir to reach our next target, which is still the $190. That's still my personal target on Palantir. I see no reason to change that, unless only if we lose the support level. Okay, for now, my personal bullish case is still intact. Either way, I'm gonna keep you guys updated tomorrow and every single day in this channel. So, are you a subscriber? If you're not a subscriber, you should subscribe, because again, I'm gonna keep you guys updated every single day. We are a skin in the game community. I keep you guys updated on the main inflection points in the market, always describing in detail what's going on right now and what could possibly happen depending on how we are going to react next. Okay, so every single day in many details. All right, this video has roughly 25 minutes right now, so yes, I'm sure you would like to see what we have to offer in the future. Okay, we always analyze the market so thoroughly. Okay, and it is funny because yesterday I saw a guy asking me, Nathan, make videos shorter, okay, like 5 minutes maximum for more engagement. Yes, I am going to describe in detail every single inflection point on SPY, QQQ, Nvidia, Tesla, AMD, Palantir, ARM, SOUN, Gold, MicroStrategy in 5 minutes. Okay, yes, that's totally possible. Okay, trust me. This is gonna happen. Okay. So now, ARM Holdings. All right, ARM Holdings is one of the stocks that I have on my personal radar because it is bullish. We see ARM making higher highs, higher lows, above the 21-day MA, respecting the 21-day MA as a support level today. If we see the broad market performing very well, confirming a bottom signal on the SPY, QQQ, ARM, since ARM is a high beta stock, beta of 2.52, this one could perform insanely well. Because we always observe the beta as well. Okay, it is very important to understand the beta of your stock so you can trade properly depending on what's going on the broad market. If we see the SPY, QQQ going up nicely, high beta stocks, they benefit the most because they are faster, they are more volatile, and we can catch a bigger movement on them. Okay, now if we see the market erratic or going down, high beta stocks, they underperform. Okay, because we're gonna see many false signals, many bull traps, many crazy movements. They are not the ideal, so we try to trade lower beta stocks, all right, with a more defensive profile. These stocks are better when we see SPY, QQQ making erratic movements, all right. Recently, we traded many low beta stocks during this congestion over here. We nailed some fantastic movements, by the way, but right now, we could see a promising reaction in ARM Holdings. The last time I did give you guys a signal to buy ARM Holdings was down here. Okay, down here, even below the 21-day MA, right? We did nail a phenomenal rally. I gave you guys the call on our Telegram channel. Our target was this gap. Gaps work as targets when trends reverse, all right? So, phenomenal. Now, since our target was hit, we sold our position. Now we see the price back to this key point. So, yes, if you ask me, this could give us another opportunity to buy ARM Holdings, okay? But, again, we gotta see the confirmation of a bottom signal on the indices and right here, above our support levels. If we don't, all right, ARM is going to keep going down, okay? Not my problem. We can just not buy. But for now, yes, it is one of the stocks that I have on my radar, just like Soundhound AI. This one is also bullish, okay? I know it is losing the 21-day MA. It is looking a little bit weak, but guys, we are still maintaining the uptrend over here, the long-term uptrend. This stock, we have a phenomenal track record in it. I gave you guys a buy signal here. We sold here. We bought here, we sold here, we bought here, we sold here. Now, if you ask me, we want to buy right here again, near our support level. And then we're going to sell near our resistance level. Okay, again, guys, I give you guys signals every single day on our Telegram channel. So join us over there. It's totally free to try. Link is in this video description. So this reaction could be another buy signal. Okay, it could be. But again, we gotta wait for more confirmation on the SPY and QQQ because Soundhound AI is a high beta stock, 3.31. It is crazy high. So on a stock like this, we should be extra careful. The reward is amazing, but it is also riskier than other stocks with lower beta. Okay, so yes, it is on my radar. It is trying to react well. We see kind of hammer candle pattern over here, right? So it is interesting. Let's see how the indices are gonna play tomorrow, and then only then we're gonna have more confirmation on how to proceed next. Okay, either way, guys, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on these stocks and many others on this channel. So subscribe, join the Finance Hydra channel, like this video if you are still watching it, because probably you did like the content. Okay, so subscribe, like, and join the 5% project for more content, for exclusive signals with risk reward ratio, clear strategy, entry points, exit points, stop loss, and targets, everything in there. Join us. Link is in this video description. Thank you so much for your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow as usual. Bye bye.